Okay, so now that we have our top cap on and we have temporary screws in the bottom here, I want to go over a little bit of how we screw this together. When you get the kits, you'll get some 1-inch screws by 14. They're rather large screws. They're stainless steel, so they are a little bit soft. So when you tighten them up, you need to be a little bit careful. A lot of these little impact guns put a lot of torque on and they'll pop the heads off, and that's a bad thing. So you don't want to do that. The other thing you'll get in the kit, it's a number 3 bit that fits these, and so I try to put one in with the screws too, so not everybody has one on hand. So I do that, and we want to pre-drill all of our holes for our screws. The 1-inch goes into the top cap through the bracket up into the top cap. The 2-inch that you get are to anchor down the bases. So when we do that, I normally take like a Sharpie. I go through and I'll mark all my holes here. And a lot of these you can reach with a drill, but these two here, you'll need to take and, because they're at such an angle, they're hard to drill into. So I normally try to lift the handrail up enough that I can get those prepped and drill, because it's also hard to get the screw in because it's such the angle here is a little bit hard. So I do that. I drill all these, pre-drill all these with a 3/16 drill bit. And I like to use a longer one like that works well. And I'll just take and put a piece of tape around it so I don't drill too deep into that top cap when I'm drilling it. So I'll go through, just drill those up 1 inch. And then I'll take my screw gun, put my number 3 tip in it. That up nice. Same process on the bottom, but you can go ahead and take out your temporary shims at this point. So put my number 2 in, and I like to do just a couple screws at a time and not let things get away. The other thing this is a good time to do is go through, check all your posts for make sure they're plumb. You know, you don't want to, in case there's been a mistake made somewhere, just walk through real quick and just put a level on them and make sure they're plumb. So, because you can adjust them at this point. If they're out of plumb, if you absolutely have to, you can pull the base loose and move that back and forth, or you can move them a little bit up here, one or the other, to get them plumb perfectly. But this is the time to do that. So, with that said, I just go through all these and take a couple screws out at a time and just pre-drill them for that 2-inch screw. So this one we're going to go a little deeper for that screw. And you can do the same thing if you want to. Just go ahead and take a screw and then just put a piece of tape around your drill bit so you know where to stop. So once you get the hole pre-drilled like that, go ahead and just put the screw in. But you can take the shim out. And just go through, fill all the holes with screws. And like I say, you want to pre-drill though. I can't stress that enough. I've had people that didn't pre-drill and pop the heads of these screws off, and then it's hard to do anything with after that. You wind up pulling the post and trying to take it out with a pair of vice grips or something like that. So the best thing is make sure you pre-drill them. They are stainless steel. Excuse me. They are stainless steel, so they are pretty soft.